hello everyone. We will have a new webinar topic today. It is going to be on the ERP integration with Zoho CRM. As you all know, ERP integration with CRM systems is a very time-consuming and a costly process. We will talk about these processes, and we will talk about alternative solutions on this integration processes. With together, I want to introduce the speakers with you. We will have APPSeCONNECT with us today. APPSeCONNECT is one of our valuable strategic solution partners on Zoho ERP integration side. Madhubanti Roy will be with us today. She is the pre-sales team leader at APPSeCONNECT company, and we will also have Haluk Çavuşoğlu on our side. He is the CEO of the Cloudyflex company, and also Murat Olgun will be with us too. He's one of our long-time loyal senior consultants on our project team. I just want to talk about Zoho CRM firstly, and pass the speech to Haluk Çavuşoğlu. As you all know, we will talk on Zoho CRM ERP integration. So if anyone don't know about Zoho CRM, we would like to have a brief intro for Zoho CRM. As you all know, Zoho CRM is a popular solution used in globally in Turkey, and it is used in many industries. It can be customized to many industries. It can be customized to different scopes on the companies. So I want to pass speech to Haluk Çavuşoğlu to give a brief info about Zoho CRM.
Thank you, Denizhan. So welcome to everyone. First of all, my name is Haluk Çavuşoğlu. I'm the founder and owner of Cloudyflex. We are very glad to talk speaking about this topic today, because it's especially one of the important topics that may be of interest for companies who are using an ERP system and planning to invest in CRM, or vice versa, who may be using a CRM system, especially Zoho, and would like to integrate their CRM with a new or existing ERP system. So on that regard, we hope it will be useful for all participants today. So to mention about Zoho CRM, as a customer relationship management solution, Zoho is one of the leading solutions today globally, and we are the premium partner of Zoho in Turkey. Zoho's success mainly comes from a couple of factors. One of them is the strong functionality, strong integration and customization functionality. Zoho CRM is one of the strongest tools on that regard in the market, because it has a wide range of customization capabilities, and these capabilities are quite compared to other leader software. It is quite requires less effort than the competitors. So a typical Zoho CRM implementation takes quite a lot less effort compared to other global leaders. This is one of the reasons of Zoho CRM success. And the second reason is price effectiveness. Also compared to the global leaders in CRM, Zoho has a pricing policy which is quite effective, suitable prices compared to other competitors. So these are one of the two strong parts of Zoho CRM. Zoho CRM is quite popular in Turkey also, especially in healthcare, information services, and also construction and real estate markets. We do quite a lot of projects, but Zoho CRM fits mainly all industries because, as I said, it has quite strong customization capabilities, and we are able to cater to any needs, either B2C or B2B, business to business. Focused clients can easily use Zoho CRM in their industries.
So let's give the thank you Çavuşoğlu. Let's give the speech to Madhubanti. So Madhubanti, can you explain what APPSeCONNECT does in the market for our audience?
Hello everyone, this is Madhubanti from Team APPSeCONNECT. Well, nowadays integration is a very crucial thing for those organizations who are using multiple applications at a time. Here comes APPSeCONNECT to help them. APPSeCONNECT is a smart integration platform that allows organizations to connect their business applications such as ERP, CRM, commerce, POS, shipping, and marketing automation system to improve data exchange and automate business processes. It provides a scalable and flexible solution for businesses to integrate multiple applications across multiple endpoints and data sources. AppSeConnect offers a variety of features to ensure seamless automation. For example, pre-built connectors and packages. We have real-time data synchronization across application to ensure consistency and accuracy of data. We have visual process flow designer to deploy integration with the help of no-code interface. Workflow automation for streamlining business processes, data transformation and mapping tools to transform data from one application to another. We have multi-step integration flows to build complex integration scenarios to add custom logic. We have multi-tenant architecture to manage multiple client instances with ease. We have flexible API first approach to allows developer to build custom integration if it is needed. We have ready connector for Zoho CRM and other leading application, for example, SAP Business One, SAP S4 HANA, SAP ECC, Sage 300, Dynamics Nav, etc. Priority ERP as well. AppSeConnect aims to help business archive better visibility, efficiency, and scalability by automating processes and breaking down data silos.
Thank you very much, Madhubanti. So let's give the speech to Haluk Çavuşoğlu, and he can explain our partnership together, and then you can have a speech about that partnership too. Let's talk about our partnership together. So Haluk Çavuşoğlu, I give you the speech.
Yeah, so it has around it is our 10th year as being a Zoho partner, and since our beginnings, we have been searching for a strong integration platform to integrate Zoho CRM to especially the ERP solutions and maybe other solutions such as e-commerce marketplaces or e-commerce providers. And on that regard, we have been searching for the correct partner and correct solution on that. And with AppSeConnect, we believe that we found that. And we had been discussing with AppSeConnect for a couple of years, and since some time we had become partners, and currently we are working together with AppSeConnect to present the capabilities, solution capabilities and integration capabilities to the Turkish market and to our Turkish clients. So I'm quite happy that Madhubanti is also here. So I believe with the help of AppSeConnect, we will be able to cater to strong integration needs of our clients in Turkey, integrating Zoho with other systems. Our aim is similar to the Zoho's philosophy. We would like to find the most cost-effective way, so doing whatever is needed with the less cost possible, less implementation and maintenance cost as possible. So this is our main purpose for partnering with APPSeCONNECT.
Thank
Madhu,
you.
maybe you can have also a couple of words regarding your expectations regarding Turkey and our partnership.
Yeah, let's give the speech to Madhubanti.
Yeah. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, so AppSeConnect help here, of course, any kind of Zoho CRM integration. So investing in a ready integration platform in AppSeConnect can be more beneficial, than creating a custom integration for several reasons. So, for example, a ready integration will help you comes with pre-built connector. It will be a cost effective as well. So there are lots of reason which comes. For example, the AppSeConnect is designed to be user friendly with intuitive interfaces and drag and drop tools. So there are many cases where AppSeConnect will help to increase the productivity of any organization and minimize all the errors they are facing right now. And we are really glad to have with us the Cloudyflex with us to help many organization in this case.
Yeah, thank you for the intro. Yeah, Denizhan, please go ahead.
So, as I mentioned before in the beginning, integration. There are many integration challenges between CRM and ERP integrations. So, I just want to start in this topic first. This is the core topic, I guess, of this webinar. So I just want to ask that what are the main challenges between in a CRM ERP integration? I want to ask firstly to Haluk Çavuşoğlu and Murat Olgun. Then I will give the speech to Madhubandi here, because we have faced many ERP integrations with Zoho CRM in our company in the recent years. We have made some successful projects on there. So I just want to ask about this integration challenge between CRM and ERP.
Yeah, I will try to answer that. So one of the main challenges of integrating the CRM with an ERP is, first, of course, you need to have, when developing such an integration, you need to have sufficient knowledge integrating how you can integrate each of the systems. So typically we use APIs on that, advanced programming interfaces, it's called. Zoho has a strong REST-based API. For example, if we take SAP as a possible ERP integration product, SAP has also strong APIs. But what you need to do is you need to have sufficient information on how to use that API, how to reach data in the ERP system especially. So that's one of the challenges. And to add to that challenge, as you know, vendors are updating their systems. So the SAP might be updating their API systems, adding new functionality. It is very tough to be knowledgeable on all aspects. So that's one of the main challenges of ERP and CRM integration. And you also need to be experienced in coding and scripting in these platforms. For example, if we also take SAP into picture, you need to have some knowledge on how to execute code, how to do programming, scripting on SAP platform. And you will probably be needing an expert SAP partner to do that, which will be not very cheap, I must confess. So these are one of the challenges. Another challenge is based on the integration you would like to have, you need to devise if you do a custom integration project, if you are having it as a single project, you need to devise an algorithm on how to gather data, from different systems. For example, if your aim is, for example, to synchronize the companies, so cari kartlar in Turkish, you both need to have access to the systems, two systems via API, and also you need to devise an algorithm. And you need to, with that algorithm, you need to have a business logic on which system, either ERP or CRM, to connect to first, to check for new data. So each integration project will be a special project which will take time in terms of architecture, planning, in terms of design. So it will probably be costly. So these are one of the challenges. Murat, you have anything to add on this?
Actually, I was thinking about the error handling and logging, because both systems actually have their own mechanisms for these purposes. But now you are implementing a third system, say a middleware, and it has also be capable of logging all the actions and displaying and handling any errors, etc. So this will be like a third system in the whole picture. And I don't think every company has the capacity to implement such a something like a package solution in between their ERP and CRM systems. So I think this is critical as well.
Yeah, thank you for adding that point then.
Thank you very much. And I just want to pass my next question. How does a ready integration platform like APPSeCONNECT come to rescue at this point?
Yeah, I'd like to answer that question. So we have covered these challenges. I mean, if we are able to use an integration platform, one of the advantages we can have is it might have some ready integration scenarios possible inside. I mean, for example, if we take Zoho CRM and SAP as an example, one scenario might be to synchronize the accounts, the companies in both systems. So maybe if the integration solution has already an existing process flow covering the synchronization of accounts, it will be very useful because then the client, I mean, the company who is doing the integration will not have to devise or will not have to write special coding, special scripting to do that. It will already be handled. So this is one of the main advantages. This will probably be one of the main advantages. A process designer will help because sometimes simple integration might not be enough. We may need to do different things, such as preparing data before on the CRM, for example. Maybe we need to change or update some of the data before transforming it to the ERP system. So we might require some data handling, some field handling or record handling capabilities before sending the data. So transformational data transformation capabilities we may need. And if the platform has such capabilities of data handling, it will be very useful because it will take the data from the CRM, it will convert or transform or filter or clean it, and then send it to the ERP system. And vice versa, if we need to connect to the ERP system, we need some capabilities of getting the data, cleaning, analyzing, filtering, and then connecting to the Zoho CRM side to write the data to the CRM. So these are one of the capabilities of possible integration platform. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I have one technical question for Murat Olgun. Then I will come to APPSeCONNECT side of all of these processes. But that's an important technical question. So I just want to ask that what are the pros and cons of different synchronization strategies on these integrations?
Thank you, Densan. Actually, the ideal case would be to have the data synchronized at the same time from one system to the other. But this requires that you trigger the transfer of data from both systems whenever there is a change, there's a record update, etc. So you need a custom solution on both systems. And this may not be feasible all the time, as Haluk explained. We may have coding requirements, and we may need some deep knowledge of APIs, etc. And if there is no need for such a real-time or close to real-time synchronization, so we may be escaping from the trigger-based approach that sends the data from the source system to the target system. It can be ERP to CRM or CRM to ERP. Depends on the data itself. So to optimize the solution, we mostly accept a small delay. It can be sometimes minutes, sometimes hours. It depends on the kind of information we are trying to synchronize. And then a middleware, in this case, such as APPSeCONNECT, can be used in between both systems, and it can query both systems on a timestamp based and retrieve the changes, process them if necessary, and it can also handle multiple changes to one set of change package, say, and synchronize the other system. This is actually a much more efficient approach in terms of resource optimization. And depending on requirements, you may have the option to synchronize different pieces of information with different frequencies. For example, you can have products synchronized on a daily basis, but sales orders on a maybe hourly basis or maybe even minutes. And also, it should also be possible for some cases, for some unique pieces of information, that you add a hybrid solution and you trigger from your system in addition to the package solution, the middleware we are implementing, we are setting in between. So we should be actually open to all options with the solution, but to my experience, actually, a solution in a middleware solution that can optimize the data flow is much better than development of two different synchronizers in both systems.
Thank you very much. And I just want to pass the speech to Madhubandi, because she listened our challenge in this integration process. So Madhubandi, I just want to ask that how does APPSeCONNECT solve these challenges?
Sure. So it can be a daunting task to build an integration solution from scratch. As I mentioned, we have pre-built connector, which can simplify the processes and reduce the development time. Also, regarding the real-time integration, if it is required for any integration phase, we are capable enough to configure that, as well as we have automatic synchronization mode, like the trigger-based. Like you can schedule your timings minutely, hourly, or daily basis. So if I, let's say, set 1 minute for the auto synchronization, it will be synchronized after every 1 minute without any kind of trigger. It will be automatically synchronized. Any case, if manual trigger needed, like once I click something, then only the data will get synced. So this kind of trigger mode, trigger based application we have. So for any integration, if it is required, we can configure, as well as the real time. And we have different type of sync bucket, where you can get to see the result of the synchronization, which we call the snapshot. For example, after every synchronization, it is not possible to go and find your ERP to check whether data has synced or not. To check those information, we have a snapshot option where you can get to see the result of the synchronization. So any kind of failure if happen, you can find out the exact reason behind that, so you can rectify the data. So yeah, this can help you to reduce the errors. If any kind of duplicate scenarios are there in our APPSeCONNECT, or by the help of our APPSeCONNECT, we can avoid the duplicate scenario. We can use multiple duplicate checks. We can use multiple functions, like from we are using, suppose we are synchronizing the order, and in between that we have to call any other API for, let's say, for synchronizing the customer. So we can add different functions which can be used in this case, and can help to minimize the effort and to get a smooth integration journey.
Thank you very much, Madhuvandi. So I just want to pass the speech to Cloudyflex team in here again, and I just want to ask that how to this ready to use Zoho integration packets in APPSeCONNECT can speed up our projects and help launch these projects quickly.
Yeah, I will take the word for that. Madhubandi has explained that there are some ready connectors that can be used, for example, to able to integrate sales orders from CRM to ERP. So it will be very useful because typically the different types of industries or different types of companies need different types of integration between sales order. For example, the simplest integration will be to take the sales order from the CRM system and then push it to the ERP system. But the world is not so simple. Sometimes the sales orders need to be changed, need to be updated. So you need to also take into consideration that after sending the sales order to the other system, you also need to handle the modifications to the sales order inside CRM. You also send the modifications to the ERP too. So this is we typically face such integration scenarios. A more complex scenario will be you send the sales order, so you have an order in the CRM system, you pass it to the ERP, and then ERP system changes some of the field values in that sales order, for example, the estimated delivery time, and you need to push it back to the CRM system because the salespeople, they will get the order, but then they will need to know when will the order will be delivered to their clients. They need to learn it from the production departments or from the logistics departments. So they cannot learn that within CRM. They need the information to be updated from the ERP to the CRM. So if I summarize, you take the order from the CRM and push it to the ERP, but then you need to have a mechanism to have some of the data updated back to the CRM again. So you need to, if there are some custom built process components that are able to do this, if these are semi-ready, already prepared components, then it will be very easy because we will not be, we will not be have to price these efforts to our clients. I mean, we'll be using the existing process and customization or additional programming will not be needed and will not be needed, and this will decrease the cost, of course, of doing such an implementation. I think this will be quite useful on that regard. If there are some ready adapters that are able to do these functionalities.
Thank you very much. Murat Olgun, do you have anything to add on this question?
No, Haluk actually summarized the story. I agree with his comments. Nothing to add.
Okay, then let's switch to our next part. So we have talked about challenge. We have talked about the potential solutions on here. Let's have something visual on here. I want to pass the speech to Madhubandi. And Madhubandi, can we have a visual demo? But it should be a rapid demo. It can be like in between 5 to 10 minutes to show how to integrate Zoho with to a ERP system, to a SAP, account, something like that. Can we do that in 5 to 10 minutes?
For sure, definitely.
Sure.
Okay, I just shared my screen. So
Sure.
let me know.
You are the presenter right now.
Is my screen visible?
Yes. Right now we can see your screen.
All right. So as I mentioned that we have a ready connector for Zoho and SAP. So I would like to showcase a quotation synchronization in between this. So this is our APPSeCONNECT process flow page. So this is a powerful no-code visual integration builder that enables businesses to streamline their operations and automate complex workflows without any coding. It is a no code visual integration builder, as I mentioned. So I would like to we have set this integration point in the real time mode, so we will not trigger anything. I just quickly go to the Zoho CRM site and let's create a quotation, and that quotation will get synced to the SAP direction. So let me provide some details. So I'm just putting all the mandatory information which I require for creating a quote. So choosing the account name from here and the other information. So the address informations are already added. Now I'm choosing the item here. So I'm using the account contact, which I already have in my SAP and as well as in Zoho, and the item I have chosen, which I already have in my both application. Now, once everything added, I can see that I have added the minimum details here for creating the quotation. Let me just save this. Only the default details I have added for this demo purpose, but any kind of custom fields if you have and you want to synchronize that with your ERP system, that is possible. As I mentioned, I have set this in automatic, or I can say the real-time mode, so I will not trigger anything. The data will automatically get synced. So I quickly go to our SAP site to check whether the data has synced or not. I'm going to the module page and open the sales quotation. So let me open the last one. So here you can see the exact sales quotation which I have created in Zoho CRM site. It has synced with all the information. Like here is the line item, here is the contact person and customer details. And if you notice in the right side, there is the quotation ID UDF where we are storing the exact web ID, or this is the Zoho ID, and a duplicate check on top of this. If it is already synced, there will be no chances to synchronize again. So we avoid the duplicate scenario as well. Only the details regarding the order, the quotation I have synced here, but any kind of extra information also you have in your SAP side and wish to sync that to the other direction, that is possible. And this is a totally bi-directional synchronization. So if you have the sync, like if you have the quotation in your SAP side and you wish to sync those back from SAP to other direction, like in the Zoho CRM direction, that is also possible. And in future, if you want to update the quotation, for example, changes the quantity or change the price or anything regarding that particular quotation and you wish to update those information, that is absolutely possible. Right now I have set this in real time mode, but in the deploy phase you can choose other modes like manual mode or automatic synchronization. And we have two type of deployment model. One is the on premise, or you can say the hybrid mode. Other one is the hosted or cloud. So if you're using both application on cloud, like your Zoho and ERP, the SAP one, both are cloud. In that case, you can completely go with the hosted approach. If you're using the on-premise SAP, in that case, we'll go with the hybrid approach, where all the mappings and everything will be done or will be configured here in our process flow designer. Only to connect with your SAP, we will install an agent that will connect to the SAP server. So we have the both modes are available here. So with APPSeCONNECT process flow, user can create complex integration workflows with drag and drop functionally pre-built connectors. So from this side, you can drag anything and drop it here. And as I mentioned, the connectors are already ready. So you can choose your mapping and you can good to go. So the process flow offers a wide range of features, including the data mapping, field mapping, conditional logic, business rules, etc. For example, suppose you're synchronizing inventory for any item and you want a cumulative amount or summation of all your warehouses and pass it to the other direction. So any kind of logic, if it is required, that is also possible. APPSeCONNECT process flow is its ability to streamline complex business workflows and automate the manual processes. It is the ideal solution for businesses that are looking to enhance their integration capabilities and automate their business processes. Thank you. Any question for me?
Well,
Yeah, can we also have some data transformation capabilities? For example, as I can see on the screen, we are able to get the data first from Zoho CRM, and then there is a mapping functionality. So which field is going to the SAP to the which field from CRM will go to which field in SAP. So that's a configurable mapping component, as far as I understand. Is that so?
Exactly. Here in this mapper, you can choose your fields which you want to synchronize. For example, these are all the fields based on the APIs. The left side fields are the SAP fields and right sides are coming from the web or from the Zoho. So we just need to match it accordingly. It's a very easy to use and easy to configure solution. So these are all the fields which is coming from the Zoho API. So we just need to match. For example, this account name we are sending as a card code. So here is account name, which is the SSG Corporation. I've sent this as a card code, which is showing in the sales quotation in the name of here. Also, as I mentioned, I have captured the web ID. So this is the exact sales quotation ID, which I have synced here in the quotation ID UDF to avoid or to storing to avoid duplicate scenario as I mentioned, as well as to in future if you update something based on this ID, it will update those information in the other direction.
Okay, so we can, I mean, we can embed different fields from Zoho, and then send that data to a single field to the SAP, as far as I understand. So we have some data transformation capabilities. So we can add, embed different fields together first, and then send to SAP. Is that right?
Yeah, that is also possible. For contact person, suppose there is a first name and last name, and here in the SAP you just have only one name where you just need to have the concatenation of all those names and send as a full name. So any kind of if it is required for concatenating multiple fields and send it to a
Yes.
one particular field, that is also possible.
Okay.
thank you very much. Do you have any further questions, Haluk Çavuşoğlu?
No, not on my side.
Okay, so I will switch to our next question. I just want to learn that if there's a success story on this integration, if there's a success story with Zoho with an ERP system, Zoho with a SAP integration on the APPSeCONNECT side, we would like to hear that from APPSeCONNECT because we are curious about this integration. Which industries did you make these integrations on the Zoho side? We would like to learn that if there's any available.
Sure. So APPSeCONNECT has helped numerous business streamline their operation. So, for example, a manufacturing company successfully integrated in Zoho CRM with SAP to streamline their sales and manufacturing processes. We have seamlessly integrated system endpoints and automating accounts, contacts, products, quotation, sales order, delivery invoice, and more. So the integration allowed them to automate the processes between Zoho CRM and SAP to reduce the manual effort and minimize the risk of the errors. With this integration, they were able to streamline their sales and manufacturing operations, resulting in improved efficiency and customer satisfaction. That company was able to save time and resources by automating the data transfer processes and allowing them to focus on other critical aspects of their business operations. They were able to access the real-time data, as I already showcased in this demo, that the real-time synchronization. They are also looking for the same. So we have created the connector, which was the real-time sync for sales order and the sales quotation, enabling them to provide better customer support and personalized services. So APPSeCONNECT's pre-built connector accelerated the project and helped reduce time to market by 35%. We are also in Capterra for more reviews, and we are 4.4 rated in the G2 crowd as well. So you can see the details over here. And not only like this, for some few more customer we have integrated, like they have a scenario like they are looking for the quotation synchronization from Zoho to SAP, and thereafter they will change or convert the quotation into sales order in their SAP side and wish that back to the Zoho CRM. So that kind of scenario also we have configured, and we have given them the satisfaction to integrate and to minimize their effort in that case.
Thank you very much, Madhuvanti. And I just want to ask Haluk Çavuşoğlu and Murat Olgun that we have seen the platform on there. We have seen the construction, the builder on there, and we have also listened about these successful implementation stories on the manufacturing industry and probably other industries too, as well as to with the SAP Zoho integration. What are your feedbacks about this platform, about APPSeCONNECT site of this integration?
I can just give a short summary. We have been testing the platform, the APPSeCONNECT solution, maybe for some months. And we have been using it with SAP Business One against Zoho CRM. And in both systems, there were some customizations. So it was not a simple setup, but also a setup with some complicated workflows, etc. And with the APPSeCONNECT solution, we have been able to process all the required data to synchronize in both ways. It was ready to use. It was on a hosted platform. That's good. We prefer cloud solutions, as Zoho is also a cloud solution. And the key thing is that we do not, as Cloudyflex, we do not have any SAP experts, but we were able to somehow to synchronize the ERP data in SAP B1 with Zoho CRM. And without the knowledge of SAP database or SAP ABAP, etc., we were able to finalize the testing, the demo. And I'm actually quite confident with its capacity, with its capabilities. I think it can solve most of our synchronization requirements in our future projects.
Thank you very much. Haluk Çavuşoğlu, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, one point Murat has mentioned is very important, because when we discussed, whether we can do, if we do this as a custom project, without using a platform, doing an integration with SAP, for example, we will surely be needing an SAP partner. The SAP partner of the client should help us to understand the data on the SAP side, what kind of customizations are there. And this will be costly because someone needs to pay for the SAP consultant. And also, even for designing the implementation, we might need the SAP consultant. But with the APPSeCONNECT, we already have the capability. So APPSeCONNECT is able to connect to the SAP, get the data, or shows us the data dictionary. So what kind of data we have on the SAP side, then this will be minimize the expectations for external consultants, external SAP consultants, and it will be much more easy to do the implementation. It will decrease the costs, and it will this will bring value to our clients.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Haluk Çavuşoğlu. And let's switch to questions. I will direct your questions to Cloudflex and APPSeCONNECT team on the webinar. So there is only one question, but if you have questions, please type down the Q&A field on the left side. So Orkun Altınay asked that, is there ICV program in APPSeCONNECT that we can contribute for producing extra connections for local ERP systems, for instance, Logo Tiger ERP?
I think it's a very good question, and Orkun is a very good friend of mine. So thank you, Orkun, for that question. Maybe we need to ask this to Matubandi, because the Logo Tiger system, it's a local ERP system, ERP solution, and it's very popular in Turkey. So many of our clients would like to us to have a Logo Tiger implementation to Zoho CRM, and we already did it in several projects, but we had major challenges in doing that because capabilities of logo changes, API capabilities are changing, data is changing, and stuff like that. So we always need an expert logo partner for doing that. But if we if we prepare this Logo Tiger functionality within APPSeCONNECT, it will be very useful. So I think the question is whether we can do it as a partner inside APPSeCONNECT. Is it possible, Matubandi, to do such a thing?
For the integration, if you are asking about the ERP, in that case, we have to check the API details. So if this ERP has their own API, we just need to check whether or test something data, whether we are capable enough to fetch the information from that ERP or not. Thereafter, we can confirm. But yeah, of course, with any application, if they have the API details or API documentation, we can connect with them.
Okay.
Yeah. So Orkun Altınay just answered that yes, they have a REST API. So I guess they have REST API on the logo side. So
in fact, maybe I can extend that question a bit. Let's assume that as Orkun has said, Logo has a REST API, and we prepare an integration within the APPSeCONNECT. Are we able to use that integration to export it and use it again in a different scenario? And preparing as a package, ready package. Instead of doing it every time, is it possible to package it as a ready integration scenario and then to copy and paste it to other different projects? Is it possible?
Exactly, it is possible. So in APPSeCONNECT, there are multiple ready packages already we have in our marketplaces, which we reuse mostly, not built from the scratch. Like for Zoho CRM, SAP Business One, also in our marketplace, the packages are available, which we just reuse and configured, or we can say the personalized based on the choices of their business. Like every business has their own scenarios, right? But the ready packages or the basic features are given already. if it is extra required, like some mapping, if it is needed to be mapped, or if any extra module to be synchronized, we just enhance that package, not build it from the scratch, which minimize the times like time as well. So in very minimum time we can configure the business logic and what and organizations are actually looking for.
Thank you. Thank you for the question.
Uh,
Orkun, maybe we need to talk with you for a possible partnership in doing this project with Logo. We will take that offline.
so I don't see any further questions on the Q&A section. So I just want to finish this webinar in here. I just want to thank Madhubandi and APPSeCONNECT team on here. They have showed the visual side of the integration. They have done the demo on there too. It's a very rapid demo. It was a very rapid demo. Thanks for APPSeCONNECT team for this demo. I want to thank you, Haluk Çavuşoğlu and Murat Olgun, because we couldn't host this webinar without you, because we don't have the technical knowledge of this ERP integration with MWare. So thank you for your attendance. I just want to close this webinar in Turkish language. For our customers, I will give some further details. But if you want to have a closing speech, I want to give the speech to you.
Of course, I would like to thank also to our participants for listening to the points that we have discussed. And we'll be glad to listen to your requirements or plans regarding if you need an integration with an ERP solution on your side, or we have talked about ERP, but integration is a complex thing, and we might need to integrate to other platforms, for example, to cargo applications, to electronic commerce marketplaces such as Trendyol, Amazon, Shopify, e-commerce providers such as Shopify, or the Turkish ones, Ideasoft, TG Maxx. So this platform is capable to connect to any kind of API, and we'll be able to do such complex integrations together with the help of APPSeCONNECT. And we would like to hear about your requirements. Please feel free to communicate with us on that. And thanks. Also, I would like to thank Madhubandi and Murat for helping us organize this webinar. Thanks a lot.
Thank you everyone for participating here in this webinar, and thanks everyone
Teşekkürler.
to give us an opportunity to present our product here. For any question regarding APPSeCONNECT, we have www.appseconnect.com, which is our website where you can find out the details regarding the demos and the trials. So we have the trial options as well. So you can visit our website for more information. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Madhubandi. And I just want to hold Madhubandi because Orkun Altınay just extended his question. Do they have an ISV program? The question was, do they have an ISV program? If we can answer that, that will be great. Because
Yes.
he extended his question.
Yeah. Hello?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we have the ISV program. And for any questions, if it is required, you can send us to email to our APPSeCONNECT email ID. So we will share the details regarding that questions. So we have the ISV program.
Thank you very much, Madhubandi.